All right, folks, this is going to be the walk around of my um, Coachman Clipper 12.0 TD Max is the actual name and model number and whatnot, all of that. But you can see how easy it was to set up. Pretty easy. Come right over here, flip these two latches, push it with your finger, and it sets up. It's pretty much that simple. Um, I've added the awning. This is going to be the walk around, full walk around, and I'll kind of tell you some things I like and some things I don't like about this particular camper. But as you can see here, I've got this is the 180 batwing awning by Overland Vehicle Systems, or OVS. Um, I added that on there. It's pretty easy to set up. You can see, you watch me set it up, it takes about 10 seconds. Pull the two straps, fold it out to either side, and that's pretty much it. We'll start from the front. Start from the front here. So you can see in the front, what I did do, it didn't come with a tongue box. So I added the tongue box, and inside this tongue box here is where I've added my lithium ion phosphate battery, LiFePO4 battery by Time USB. That's where I keep the battery housed. I did swap that out from the cheap little car battery that they give with these campers. That's a waste of money. I don't know why they bother. Comes with a single 20-pound propane tank, and then of course just a manual jack for the front. You can see it's got the diamond plate rock guard on the front here, which is pretty good. Um, Up top, you can see it's got the what they call the yak rack. It's got a kayak rack that comes on the top, so you can put a kayak on either side. Up top, it's got the Dometic air conditioning unit. Um, I'm not sure the BTUs on it. 15,000, I think, maybe something like that. I don't know. I'd have to research that and get back with you on that. Anyway, it blows cold air. That's all that matters. Uh, so on this side here, you can see it comes with a side door, which is pretty good. I like having, be able to access inside the camper to reach in and grab something or whatever without having to climb in and out every time or go through the back. Um, you've got a rack here, this bar. This camper comes with a propane grill, barbecue grill, that mounts to the rack here. And right down below it, you can see it's got the quick disconnect for the propane gas. So you don't have to worry about running any plumbing or anything. It comes with it. Right here, you plug it in, put your grill up there, you're ready to rock and roll and eat some food. Of course, inside here is where your controls are for your, pull this one off here, give you a look on the inside. So on the inside, you've got your controls here for your, it's got a Dometic fridge on the inside. It's a three-way fridge. You can run it off of gas, you can run it off of 120 volt, or you can run it off your 12 volt. So you have three different options on running that fridge on the inside, which is pretty nice. Got your outdoor shower, standard, typical, um, hot and cold faucet with a shower nozzle. Ain't nothing fancy about it. Inside here, extra storage. Extra storage inside here. And what I actually use this space for is I put my 12-volt fridge freezer in here. So that gives me two different options when it comes to being able to keep my food. So the fridge on the inside of the camper, I just keep drinks and water and cold stuff, cold drinks in there. And then the fridge out here is where I keep all my food, because it's got a fridge freezer combo, and it's got a little more room to it. And So I just keep it in here. You can see you got a wall plug right here that I can plug it into to run it that way if I choose to. Coming around, well, let me back up and show you one thing. You've got this trailer comes with cool little lights right here. So this light shines down over the barbecue grill. It's blue LED lights. Don't attract bugs. Doesn't really mess with your night vision much. Gives off just the right amount of light. So coming around the back, got your spare tire. You got your outdoor speakers. You got one on each side. Speakers for your Bluetooth radio that's inside. Additional blue LED lights that shine down, one on each side. You've got access right here if you're at a campground and you want to plug into hook up to cable TV, you can do that. And for some reason, I want to show you guys this. I don't understand the big deal about this, but this right here, you can see the little sticker, says pet friendly. All these campers that are coming out these days have this $2 hook right here on the bumper for you to chain your dog up to, hook their leash to, and they make a big deal about it like that's some added accessory that you should pay an extra $1,200 for on this camper. Pretty silly, pretty stupid. I use it to hook the lash for my awning. Would it work to chain the dog up to? Of course it would, but I don't know why they make such a big deal out of that. You can see the sticker right here. Pet friendly. This camper is pet friendly, so we're going to charge you an extra $1,200 for that little $2 thing and a sticker that says pet friendly. Come on, man. These manufacturers need to get with it and do some better stuff besides that. You guys have heard me make a comment before about these manufacturers being like the Walmart of campers. They're all the same. Don't matter the manufacturer. They're all built up around up in the northern part of Indiana. They're all built in the same factories. It doesn't make a difference what brand it is. They're all built the same. They're all built with cheap material. So unless you go with one of the overland trailers that are built from South Africa or Australia, that are really putting some high quality materials and lightweight aluminum and things like that, unless you order one of those $50,000-$60,000 trailers, you're going to get the cheap thing, same thing that I got here. Do I like the trailer? Yes, I like it. Are there things that I would do different with it if I was the one building it? Of course I would. I bought this trailer used and I feel like I got a pretty good bargain in it. I would not pay, I think the sticker price on this trailer new was 24,000, maybe somewhere in that neighborhood is what the paperwork said. No way would I pay that much for this trailer. You can see here, this is the door going inside, and I'll show you on the inside here in just a minute. Your additional speaker and light on the other side, and coming around to the other side here, you can see your vents here for your furnace. This is your shore power plug. You can open this up and pull the cord out and you got shore power. Here is your freshwater tank storage filler. So this thing has a 27-gallon freshwater storage tank underneath, which I do like. It's a super thin. It doesn't take up, it's not real big and bulky. It doesn't hang down low, take up a lot of room. It's pretty thin and I do like that. Your hot water heater, all that stuff is inside here, of course, like with any other camper. I got this locked. I don't have the key with me, but anyway, just more storage inside here, and it runs pretty deep to the other side of the camper, which is nice. Additional cable hookup here, and one thing that I didn't show, well, let me show you up top here. I did add my MaxTrax, my recovery boards up top here. That was one thing I did like about having the roof rack on the top. And I'll show you one more thing on the other side before I actually go take you guys inside. That was pretty cool, and it does work. I did some research to make sure that it did work. But so this trailer comes pre-wired for solar. So all I have to do is take my solar suitcase. I got a 100 amp or 100 watt, I'm sorry, 100 watt solar portable solar panel that I can fold out and plug in right here, and it will run directly to my battery and will start charging my battery. One thing I will tell you, if your camper comes with something like that, is to check the polarity on it before you plug it in, because I watched a few videos on that, and a lot of times these manufacturers will wire them backwards, where the hot will be on one side, negative on the other, be opposite of what your solar panel is. They do that because they want you to buy their product, not use your own. So I checked that, and sure enough, it was backwards. Very easy. Switch two wires, made it like it should be. Now plug it in and we rock and roll and we get solar power. Pretty cool. So going inside, I'll show you from the side door here first. You can see inside, we've got a full queen size bed here. Got plenty of storage underneath the bed. You got storage you can open up. I'll show you here. This is the storage that goes through to the other side that I was showing you on the outside. Got more storage here. Got storage cabinets, plenty of storage up here, up top. Got storage up above the bunk. Of course, here's your air conditioning unit. It is kind of loud. We like the loudness because we're those type of people that like to sleep with a little noise, and it blows directly down on you, and I love it. It will freeze you out of here, and I do love it. So what I did add in here, I'll show you, is I added a few things. So I went with the Power Queen. This is a DC to DC charger with a solar charge controller built into it. So it's kind of all in one unit. And I added a battery monitor here. You can see I can keep a track on what my battery is doing, how much I'm bringing in, how much I'm pushing out, and all that kind of stuff. And I also added a humidity, a hydrometer inside here, just to keep a track on, keep tabs on that. So everything that I've done to this camper is all budget friendly. Now, I have built a camper in the past. You guys watch my videos, you've seen I did use some higher end stuff and some more expensive name brand stuff. But for the most part, everything I have done has all been budget friendly. And I do that, one, of course, to save money, but two, what's going on with my camera here? But two, just to kind of show you that there is a lot of stuff out there that you can get if you do your research and your homework that is just as good as the high-end stuff, things you're going to pay a whole lot of money for. So this entire camper and the one previous, for the most part, has all been budget friendly stuff. I don't use the high-end, high dollar stuff because you can get just as good as stuff on Amazon or eBay or anywhere else. And that saves you a few dollars to spend somewhere else. So nothing wrong with that. But bringing you inside, I'm going to show you guys the inside here. So coming inside, as you can see, the way this thing pops up is you can stand up fully inside this area here. And of course, now you can't over where the bed is, but that don't matter because all you're doing over there is laying down sleeping anyway. I added the TV. I bought this TV at Walmart. It's one of the smaller smart TVs that already comes with the Roku and the Hulu and all that good stuff on there, so we can watch TV if we're off grid. Use it through the hotspot on my phone if we have cell signal. And I added a mount where we can swing it out and you can lay in bed and watch TV. So with a queen size bed, you got more storage under here. And this is actually what you're looking at here. This is the door that, with this thing fully set up, you would. That's one of the things I'll get to in a few minutes that I don't like about this, the way they made this camper. But you would basically replace this travel door with that full size door. Okay. But getting back to the inside, so here is a couch. This is built like a futon, so it does lift up and slide out, so it can make an additional bed if you had a small child or somebody with you. We don't. Our little dog sleeps here. Um, you can see here, you got more storage down here, but here's your Bluetooth radio. So this will run on speakers on the inside, but it'll also run the speakers on the outside that you seen a minute ago, which is pretty nice. This camper did come with a microwave that was right here. Now I removed the microwave because it's something we're not going to use, and it gave me extra shelf space. So I was able to add an ice maker and our little crock pot right there that we can use. And you can see you got more storage cabinets underneath. You got more storage down here. This is your Dometic fridge that was on the inside. You can see. Get that closed. You got a little 2-burner Suburban stove top here, and your little small sink. Over here is your charging center. You've got a cigarette lighter plug if you want to charge something, or your USB. You got your hot water heater and your water pump, and then of course you got additional plugs. You got your light switches over here for your outside lights and your grill lights. And then of course it comes with 2 of these, one here and one over by the bed. These LED lights that light up pretty bright. So this basically is the interior of the camper. Not too bad. Would I do some things different if I was making this camper or building this camper? Yeah, of course I would. Or would I change some things if I could? I would. Let me show you. So this is like your typical pop-up. This is all your vinyl material, and you can unzip this to get sunlight in, and then you can unzip this again for your screen, so you can have ventilation flowing through. You've got a window here on the side, a window here, and then another one here on the other side. And then of course you've got the big window back here by the bed that also opens up with a screen. So the biggest thing that I don't like about this camper would be this door. Okay, so the way it's supposed to work is when you set this camper up, when you lift the top up, this door goes away. You're supposed to remove it. I don't remove it. I just prop it open and put a bungee cord on it here. And then you take this big door that's laying here on the bed, and it goes into this little track here on the floor. And you can see you've got 2 latches. You got one here and you've got one over here. And the door takes up this entire space. Once you've got it latched in, it velcros around on the top to keep any bugs or wind or water or rain or anything from coming in. And then you've got a full door that you can open up and walk in and out of, and it has a screen so you can open it up for ventilation or whatever. That's the thing that I don't like about this camper. Okay. The other thing that I don't like about it is really just the way they're all built. It's not just for this particular camper, it's the way they're all built, but that is the fact that underneath, you might have seen a video when I first got this, underneath this thing, they didn't cover anything. Wires were exposed. I don't mean bare wires, but like all the wires, the wiring that was done under the camper, they didn't put any protective wrap around it. Water hoses, things, the plumbing was hanging down too low. Nothing was protected, nothing was covered. I had to go underneath there wrap all that stuff, cover that stuff, zip tie it up out of the way, make it protected where it's not going to snag, not going to break. All that stuff that should have been done from the factory. Okay. So that's why I said these places can do a whole lot better job than they do, but they don't. They kick these things out just as fast as they can, get them to the dealer because dummies like me and you will buy them because we want to go camping. So we're going to buy it. And it just is what it is. They make their millions of dollars doing that stuff, and we keep supporting it. So it is what it is. Another thing that I do like about this camper, one, is the tire size. So it comes with a full 15-inch size tire. This is equivalent to it's a 235 75 15, so equivalent to like a 31-inch tire. And you can see it's got some aggressive tread on it. It is an off-road tire, which I do like. And the other thing I like about it is the clearance. This trailer has a lot of clearance. It sits on leaf springs. It's not an independent suspension or anything. It's a straight axle sitting on a leaf spring, but I'm okay with that. But it does have a lot of clearance. So I have a good size, very large truck, and you can see this thing sits level right behind my truck, which is pretty good. That makes it where I'm not afraid to take it off road. I'm not afraid to go back and boondock or get off in the woods, which is all the things that we like to do, and is one of the reasons that I chose this particular camper. So I added a few little extras of my own just to make it my own. I added my YouTube channel, my logo here, and then I added a red pinstripe on here, just for aesthetics, to where it matches my truck. Just a little odd and end stuff that I like to do. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Um, I'll do another video coming up. I've got a few things coming in I've ordered for my truck. I'm going to add a rack on the back of the truck with a rooftop tent. So I have the option to not take the trailer if I choose not to. I like to have that option. Um, but when I get that stuff in and get it all put together, I'll do a full walk around of the truck, because it's a lot more in depth and there's a lot more money spent on that thing than on this particular camper. But anyway, that's it for now. That's the pretty much the walk around of the camper, and I'll see you guys coming up.